AirAsia's plans for the future seem more in tune with a digital upstart rather than a traditional airline. But is it going too far off the reservation? We talked to its chief Tan Sri Tony Fernandes about not being a vanilla business, its digital strategy, and whether analysts really get the model.
Why do you feel that analysts don't understand you? You controversially tweeted about how, we should go back to like half-yearly reporting, but analysts have been covering AirAsia for ages. Why suddenly did you kind of say
No, the half-year reporting and the analysts are two different issues.
Okay.
One is, I think we become short-term when we do quarterly reporting. We make decisions that you probably wouldn't have made if you had half-year. I think, especially in a country like Malaysia, where we are growing and developing and need to invest, quarterly reporting doesn't really help you.
Okay.
So that was one. Two, analysts, we're a pioneering company. When you look at the valuations of Vietjet or Indigo or a consumer company in Malaysia, which hasn't got 90 million customers, hasn't got the base, we're never. And when I look at all the reports, no one's talking about our digital strategy. No one's really giving us any credit. No one gave us any credit for our leasing company. No one gave us any credit for what we did with Expedia, where we got 30 times return on our money. That I think analysts need to understand businesses that are not vanilla.
Okay.
Right? Analysts are used to vanilla, SIA, Vietjet, one country, one model, right? We are not vanilla. We have joint ventures. We have different businesses. We have stuff.
Your rocky road of airlines.
Yeah. So am I supposed to, because of an analyst, just be in Malaysia? Right?
Yeah.
So, but that's time, a bit of education, a bit of statements like this may help.
Okay, but so then let's talk about your strategy, the digital side of it, the strategy. What are we going to expect from, I won't say AirAsia 2.0, but the digital part that you have?
Well, it is 2.0. It is 2.0. Well,
okay.
It's kind of 3, because 2.0 was really building this ASEAN vision, which we've kind of got together. 3 is now harmonizing it, making AirAsia one airline, and using digital to kind of help that. Grab, Gojek, Traveloka, many other digital brands, Tokopedia, etc., have got huge valuations and they're not making any money. They have spent a fortune building up customers. I see AirAsia as no different from Gojek and Grab. Only we have planes. They don't have any big assets, but their asset is replaced with a huge amount of money spent to advertise.
So what then are we going to see from AirAsia 3.0? I mean, like in terms of like digital strategy.
Well, I think there's two. There's airline. Airline is about making it less frictionless, less touch points, easier to fly with us, easier to buy with us. You'll be able to one-click buy everything. You'll be able to transact on the plane. You will use your face to board, various things like that, right?
Are you worried that your traditional model, which most people seem to sort of like get to grips with and understand, will there be any teething pains?
I think it's our only option in dealing with a higher oil price and trying to reduce costs. So I said there's a digital strategy which is using digital to drive more revenue to the airline business and reduce costs. There's a digital strategy to build new businesses. As a function of what we've done here, we're going to be able to create some new businesses, so no real extra cost. The cost is going into digitizing the airline, which is needed to grow revenue and reduce cost. It's a nice benefit that we get these businesses. And do we need to spend the billions of dollars like Grab and Gojek and Traveloka and Tokopedia and whoever else? No, because we already got the customers. So to build Big Pay, we've built Big Pay on less than $10 million so far, right? And it's getting a life of its own, right?
You did say that it will be bigger than the traditional business one day, right? Big Pay. You did say something.
I think so. I mean, I think that there's no reason. I mean, obviously, because I'm constrained by so much regulation in the aviation business, right?
So we're back to like
Grab has already got an ASEAN business. He doesn't need licenses and ownership regulations and all this stuff, right? He's in 10 countries in ASEAN. Okay. It's not so easy for me. I think I'm building something that's new. It's symbiotic.
It seems to be
it's a new way of acquiring customers using my existing base. Again, remember, we're the only airline. Singapore Airlines can't do this because they're only in Singapore, right? They can build it in Singapore, that ecosystem, but you don't have the volume. We're able to build a logistics business because we have ASEAN. We're able to build an ASEAN financial services company because we're in ASEAN, right? We have ASEAN consumers. You know, I hope in years to come that this will be coexisting with each other.
Let's talk about the airline business. What is next for that airline portion of the business? Are we looking at new routes? Because we were mentioning about oil prices, right? Our oil prices.
Yeah, no, I've tweeted, and if you're reading my tweets, I've been saying no slowdown.
No slowdown.
We think this is a great opportunity to build market share. Demand is good. If demand wasn't there, then you've got another issue, right?
Yeah.
But as long as, and the environment is great, governments are talking about low-cost terminals, a lot of secondary airports are reducing charges, so fares are going to come down, and so that stimulates people.
How have you been recovering after that whole blue plane thing?
I'm all right.
Are you sure?
I'm here.
It was a tough 3 months, wasn't it?
I've had tough 16 years.
Okay.
You know, you got to write it. You do what you had to do at the time. You had 21,000 people to look after their jobs, right? You do what you have to do. Don't regret it. I apologize to the nation because people were upset about it. I was man enough to stand up and be counted, but I had to do what I had to do for my staff, and I took everything. There were a lot of other people on the plane, but I only got the abuse, right?
Yeah.
But it's okay. We built hard in Malaysia.